Standing ovation for our first team here. Healthy Habits.
Thank you very much. Our company name is Healthy Habits. Our tagline is people working together for healthy changes. The problem that we want to sort of focus on is that people have a very hard time changing themselves for the better. This sort of prevents us from becoming the person we want to be, from having the life we really do deserve. A lot of times, if you can imagine yourself being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex running down the street, this is the only way we ever get exercise. Some motivation is required. So what we want to do is match up people for mutual support in creating healthy lifestyles. That was our goal, that was our thought. So we took this out to people. We did face-to-face interviews in town. We talked to some businesses. We had an online survey. It got 38 respondents on that to talk to both individuals and businesses, which we'll talk to you in a minute why that's important, to see what they thought about this idea. Went to a couple of yoga centers, a cooperative grocery store in town. We had positive feedback both from the individuals as well as the businesses as to this is something I want to do. I want someone to help me change, to become someone else. And the businesses are like, we want our people to have this too because we want them back in doing good things because that's our business. On a scale from 1 to 5, would you be more motivated if someone were there to help you? Heck yes, to paraphrase someone's response. And we had some other survey responses that were open and it said, I need someone to do this with me. I need a buddy system. You also had some financial questions. Would you be able to do the service? Yes. Would you like to pay for it? 81% of the people said, well, no. So this is sort of something we had to discover in the survey, which was really good for us to know because that caused us to modify our model somewhat. So people really like the idea. They want to work with people. They want to be motivated, but they don't want to pay for it. Okay? So we sort of pivoted a little bit towards away from conventional payment systems, away from subscriptions initially, and towards using business partnerships, affiliations to, say, drive people who want to achieve something to the places, to the businesses that can help them get that done. So our current proposal is we want to match people up for mutual support. We want to connect the people to the businesses that help them achieve their goals. And a couple of things that pop out of the survey, breaking larger goals into smaller ones. You don't lose 100 pounds in one day, at least not on purpose. And providing advice to people, things that would help them get their goals done. A little quick mock-up of the site. It's simply what people want to do, when they want to do it, and what their goal is, and we can start matching people up on things like swimming 4 miles if they want to lose weight, taking 4 days off from smoking if they want to stop smoking. But we can spend this out a whole lot more when we start getting more feedback from people. So initial stages of revenue, we're thinking about getting sponsorships from various businesses. The ones we spoke to said, we will cut you a bit of a percentage. We will sponsor you if you give out our coupons. So that sort of get us off the ground while we're really fledgling. And ongoing and always going to be referral and affiliate marketing. Not like ads on the side where we're saying, hey, you might be interested in this too. But we sort of say, you seem like you want to be swimming a lot. Let's give you signed up for a swimming membership somewhere. You want to smoke? Here's some electric cigarettes to get you down. Here's a support group to get this stuff done for you. Later stages, we might be having add-on products. We might be having premium services. These are all mentioned by people in the survey as things that they're interested in. We got value because we're providing people, a support base for them to make changes. We're going to get more people to the business. We can measure these things by watching the successful and effective link-ups we can get. What's working well? We can measure those and keep an eye on those. Are they going up? Are they going well? We can get goal completion and progress. Are people getting done what they want to get done? If we're not doing that, we're not offering a service that we value nor that they value. And we get referrals completed into the business partners. We've got competitors out there already. Fitocracy, they got sports, but they don't link people up tightly. Weight Watchers, you can't sort of do what you want, you have to do what they want. Meetup.com, you get together, but what is it about? What are you trying to achieve? And down here at Groupon, there's referrals, but they're about everything. We want to have something that crosses across all of these things and ties them together. In strategy, so it's the stage one, we get a little detail about that, is we're going to be getting prospective customers, walking out, talking to people, pulling them in one hand. Also, in step 2 of that, we're going to be creating an online matching service that we're going to be doing by hand first, and then we're going to slowly move out to say, what are you actually asking for? What do you want? We're going to give that to you in an interface as we expand out into stage 2, where we expand to online independent customization. Stage 3, where we're moving out to other locations, other businesses, even other types of things that people want to change about themselves. This is our contact information. We are Healthy Habits, and I just want to ask you, we all have things that we want to change about ourselves. But the person who can help you is out there, somewhere, waiting, holding on to your motivation. We want to bring you to Weeekend. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to have 5 minutes for Q&A. Your team can join you if they would like. And we've got our next team is going to start set up. All right, so judges, take it away. You've got up to 5 minutes for some questions.
Okay, I'll start. So could you all introduce yourself? You're Tony.
Yes.
I'm Laura, and you're Laura, and you're Dirk. Okay, great. So just so I can understand your business model. So your potential customers have told you that they don't want to pay for a subscription. So you can get businesses to sponsor something on your business. Can you talk us through how that works, how the revenue comes in, and what? And then you said something about pairing individuals with businesses, so you've got business consumer interactions. Can you just expand on that model a little bit?
Ideally, what would happen, please let me know some additional thoughts on my this, is that there are people who want to achieve certain goals. And there are businesses in town, or businesses online, both restaurants, stores, and health centers like gyms and yoga centers, that can help them reach those goals. Our main goal that we would like to have done is to pair people together with each other so these people can support each other getting them to these goals, while at the same time acknowledging that these businesses can also help them get to their goals. Someone wants to run more, lift more weights, eat better, shop differently. So these people who have individual goals, we will pair them, pair is wrong word, we will connect them with the affiliate businesses, and then when they do their business with them, we would get connection back, so like a referral business of some sort, say like Groupon does. And from that connection we make, we can get a cut back from the business on those interactions. Does that make sense?
Part of the goal is to have a critical mass of a community of individual members. So these people who are not interested in paying but would be interested in joining become then an attractive asset to the businesses that want to market to them. For instance, when I went to one of the yoga centers, they said, we would love to get more people here. And I remember going to a class where there were 2 people. If there were buddies bringing buddies, they would have much better momentum that way. And one of the business owners offered, without my even prompting, that he would be willing to sponsor our app in return for coupons that he would offer to get people into his store. So the businesses are open to the possibility.
Tony, you mentioned that you thought that there was a potential to charge for add-on products and premium services. Can you give me some examples of what those add-on products might be that you would charge for?
Do you have some ideas, remember?
Well, if we were to write expert articles or ebooks that they could download or subscription services of a higher level that we have yet to determine, perhaps one-on-one meetings with personal trainers or coaches, that will be explored as we get going down the road.
How do I find your site?
It doesn't exist yet, but we're going to, if we can get a little more traction on this, we're going to put up a site. I guess the best way to find a site through a LinkedIn group that we're going to be making with this organization. Are you saying in general how we're going to find us?
How does one find it?
Oh. We haven't thought so much how we're going to be marketing and connecting ourselves out. The first stage is going to be us working with businesses, and we're going to ask the businesses to tell their members to communicate with us, because the more they're going to be trying to be healthy with each other, the more they're going to be coming back for more business. So we're going to use the businesses as another advertising medium.
We're also talking about creating a Facebook page to start out really lightweight and where people already are. So they could join the page and say, hey, you want to go swimming next Tuesday, as just a way to get the product rolling before we even create a website. Because once you have a website, you have to drive traffic to it. So we can start from Facebook or other sites during this.
Another thing that we're looking into is having health evangelists or change evangelists, people who are already doing all these things really well and love working with other people. People who run a lot, bike a lot, who cook a lot for themselves, and use those people as sort of points to, they'll talk to everyone else and say, hey, there's this new organization going on. Come cook at my house, come jog with me.
One more questions. What makes it personal? Meaning, you're connecting 2 people online. Are you going to go through Facebook? Are you going to do, what makes it personal? Besides, I just signed up for something that's with some way I don't know, and I'm not very accountable.
What we would love to have is, in the ideal world, is to actually have the people live doing something with each other, so that they know each other. And one thing we were thinking of starting out with is people who do know each other, like friends, getting friends to sign up together, or people in a certain community that say Harrisonburg, where I trust somebody who lives half a mile away from me because it's all in the same town. And then once we figure out how that dynamic works, then we can start spreading it out to people who don't know each other that well at all. But say, hey, we're going to meet together, we're going to go running, or come into a group, and say running, and you meet each other in the group, and you sort of have this real person in the world somewhere who is relying on you to get something done, be it quitting smoking or going jogging. And you can also personalize someone and what someone wants to do, and then profile information.